The Oppo Find X7 Ultra has a stunning design, especially the ocean blue variant. It has a two-tone effect with vegan leather on the lower half and a shiny white part on the upper half. The camera bump is huge, but it has a good reason for being so. The phone is a bit big and heavy, but we don't mind. It fits well in hand thanks to the curved edges, and it feels solid and premium. It also has Gorilla Glass Victus 2 to protect the screen from scratches and drops, an IP68 rating to keep it safe from water and dust. The screen is also impressive. It's a 6.82-inch AMOLED with QHD Plus resolution, so everything is very sharp and clear. It also has a 120 Hz refresh rate, which makes everything feel smooth and fast. And it supports many features like Dolby Vision, HDR10+, Pro XDR, and Ultra HDR, so you can watch movies and play games in stunning quality. The Oppo Find X7 Ultra has 4 main cameras on the back, and they are all amazing. The main camera has 50 megapixel and a huge 1-inch sensor, which is bigger than the sensors in other phones like the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra and iPhone 15 Pro Max. It also has a fast 1.8 aperture, OIS, and a special technology to reduce lens reflections. The second camera is also 50 megapixel, and it's an ultra-wide camera. It has a big 1.95-inch sensor, OIS, and a fast 2.0 aperture, which makes it one of the best ultra-wide cameras you can find right now. But the coolest thing is that the X7 Ultra has 2 periscope cameras, both with 50 megapixel. One of them has 3x zoom, and the other one has 6x zoom. They work together to give you an optical zoom range from 3x to 10x and beyond, up to 120x digital zoom. The 3x periscope camera is especially impressive because it is the biggest sensor ever in a periscope camera. That means it should take better pictures and work better in low light. Overall, the photos look pretty good, and they don't seem to change much in quality or color when switching lenses. Sometimes you couldn't even tell which lens used for each shot. The camera performs superb when it gets dark, and that's when things like fast aperture, big sensors, and OIS matter more. Selfies are amazing. Video recording quality also one of the best in the market right now. Oppo Find X7 Ultra comes with the most powerful processor available, the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. It also has 16 gigabytes of RAM and 512 gigabytes of UFS 4.0 storage, which is more than enough for most people. The phone is very fast and smooth, and it can take pictures without any delay. It can handle any app or game that you want to use as long as you can download it. The Oppo Find X7 Ultra has a 5000 mAh battery, which will last a long time with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3's efficiency and the LTPO screen's adaptability. It comes with 100-watt fast, 50-watt wireless, and 10-watt reverse wireless charge support. Overall, I'm really impressed by this phone. It's a gorgeous phone with a lot of cool features, especially the 4 cameras on the back. I'm looking forward to playing with them more and seeing what they can do. The Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra got some amazing changes from last year's model. The phone has a titanium frame instead of armor aluminum, which feels nicer in your hand and won't get scratched as easily. It also has a cool texture that catches the light. The edges are less rounded, so you can hold the phone more securely. The screen is flatter and has less space at the bottom, which makes the huge display seem even more impressive. If you're looking for a phone with an awesome screen, you can't go wrong with the S24 Ultra. It has a huge 6.8-inch AMOLED screen that can change its refresh rate from 1 Hz to 120 Hz depending on what you're doing. That means it can save battery when you don't need it and give you a smooth experience when you do. The screen is super sharp and clear, and you can make it even sharper by changing the resolution in the settings. The S24 Ultra also has the brightest screen of any phone right now. It can go up to 2600 nits. That makes it easy to see even in bright sunlight. The S Pen is what makes the Galaxy Ultra phones special. It's tucked away in a little hole on the left side of the phone. You just push it in and it pops out a bit, then you can grab it with your fingers. The phone keeps the S Pen charged when it's inside, and it also reminds you when you take it out or forget it somewhere. The S Pen can be used for notes, drawings, or other stuff. There's a button on the side that does different things like taking photos or changing slides. The phone has some apps that work well with the S Pen like Smart Select, Samsung Notes, and Air Actions. But Samsung hasn't added anything new to the S Pen this year, which is kind of weird. The S24 Ultra is a beast of a phone, thanks to the special Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 for Galaxy chip that Qualcomm made just for Samsung. It has more juice for the CPU, GPU, and NPU, which means it can handle anything you throw at it. Plus, it has a huge vapor chamber to keep it cool and fast. The S24 Ultra has 4 cameras on the back. The main one is 200 megapixel and takes super sharp photos. There's also a 12 megapixel ultra wide, a 10 megapixel 3x zoom, and a 50 megapixel 5x zoom. The cameras are great. They take beautiful photos in any light, with lots of detail and color. They look as good as the ones from Apple and Google. The selfie camera is 12 megapixel and also takes nice photos. The portrait mode looks more natural than before. The S24 Ultra can also do some cool tricks with AI. You can remove or resize things in your photos with the Gallery app. If you like taking photos at night, you'll love nightography. It's a cool feature on the S24 Ultra that uses AI to make your night shots look better. It gets rid of some of the noise and makes the details pop out more. The colors are still vibrant and realistic. You can also record videos in 8K at 30 FPS, which is super high quality. The videos look sharp and clear, with natural colors and good stabilization. The Galaxy S24 Ultra has a big battery that can last for a long time. It's a 5,000 milliampere battery that you can charge fast with a cable or slower without one. You can also share some juice with other devices that support wireless charging. We tested the battery by watching YouTube videos non-stop with the screen brightness all the way up. The S24 Ultra kept going for 14 hours and 10 minutes, which is pretty good for an Android phone and better than the S23 Ultra from last year. We also checked how fast the battery charges with a 45-watt charger. It took about an hour and 20 minutes to go from empty to full. If you want an awesome Android phone, you can't go wrong with the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. It's got everything you need: a stunning screen, a speedy processor, a long-lasting battery, and amazing cameras. The Galaxy S24 Ultra is not cheap or small, but that's the price you pay for having the best of the best. Trust us, it's worth it.